So in the past couple of videos, we've talked a lot about transformations. I've got two practice problems at the end of the transformation sheet. And so that's what I'm going to do in this video is just go through those problems. So problem number one, we have a function that we're given here. This is f of x is equal to x cubed. So this is the third degree, it's the, cubic power function. And we have a list of transformations that we are going to do to it. So in part A, we are looking to translate down 3 units. So moving down is a vertical transformation, which means we are going to either say, okay, I'm going to rename the function, so I'll call it g of x, all right? And you can either say we're going to take f of x minus 3, that would translate it down 3 units, or if you want to use the power function, you would say, I'll call it a different name, so let's go h of x is equal to x cubed minus 3. Either one of those works, okay? So let's move on to part B here. Part B, we're going to translate left 5 units. So that's a horizontal translation, which means it's going to happen attached to x, but it's the opposite of what we kind of think it would be. So let's call it k of x is equal to f of x plus 5, right? That would cause me to shift left 5 units. Or let's say we're going to do m of x, and this time I'm going to use the x cubed notation. Let's say we had x plus 5 to the third, all right? Either one of those works. Okay, so now part C. The graph is vertically stretched by a factor of 2. So any kind of vertical change is going to happen outside of the function. So let's call this w of x is going to equal f, hold on one second. We're going to vertically stretch by 2. So 2 times f of x. All right, so that's a vertical stretch by a factor of 2. Or let's go z of x is equal to 2x cubed. All right, these mean the exact same thing because f of x is x cubed, so it's either notation is fine. All right, part D here, which is the last one for this set, we want to reflect across the x-axis. So reflecting across the x-axis is a vertical change, all right? So let's say we've got a of x is equal to negative f of x, or we could write this as, let's go, d of x is equal to negative x cubed. All right, so all of those are perfectly fine in terms of those transformations for the original f of x function, which was x cubed. All right, now question number 2. If your handwriting is awful, kind of like mine is, you might want to type this. I'm going to try and do this correctly, and so I'll write hopefully relatively neatly. Question number 2 says to describe the transformations performed in the function f of x is equal to x to the 4th to create the functions below. All right, so part A, we have g of x, and we have attached a plus 3 to x. So this is going to be a horizontal translation. Now it says plus 3, that's actually going to push us to the left 3 units. So it's a horizontal translation, left 3. All right, how about part B? Okay, this is a combination problem, so we got a couple things going on here. So we've got this 5 in front here, and we have a minus 3 at the end. So we want to make sure that we address both of them. So the 5 is going to be a vertical stretch. Okay, vertical stretch by a factor of 5. All right, we're taking all of those values and we are multiplying them by 5, so we're stretching them 5 times further away from the x-axis. And then we also have the minus 3 at the end, which is going to be a vertical translation down 3. All right, so the vertical ones are pretty straightforward. If it says you're going to multiply by 5, that's a stretch of 5. If it says you're going to subtract 3 in this case, that is going to be a down, you're going to translate down 3 units. All right, part C here. Let's see what we've got. Oh, we got lots of stuff going on here. All right, so we have a negative in front of the f function. We have inside the parentheses a minus 4 here attached to x. And just for good measure, we've also attached a plus 7 at the end. So I need to address each one of these. So the negative in front is going to reflect over the x-axis, okay? The minus 4 is a horizontal translation right 4 units, all right? And the plus 7 at the end is a vertical translation up 7, okay? So make sure that when you see these, you address every transformation that's happened so that all of them get listed out. All right, last one here is part D. We have j of x. And there's a whole bunch of changes going on. All right, we've got a 2 in front. We have a negative here right attached to the x, and we have a plus 3 at the end. All right, address each one of them. So the 2 in front is going to be a vertical stretch by 2. The negative in front of the x is going to be a reflection. So we're going to reflect over the y-axis, right? That's a horizontal change, so it's going to reflect over the y-axis. And then last but not least, that plus 3 at the end is going to be a vertical translation up 3 units, okay? So make sure when you are dealing with these translations and transformations that you apply, you look at all of them. So every change that happens, make sure you address it. If you have any questions or concerns on these practice problems, please let me know. And I hope this has helped a little bit.